okay? It is me, Siani, aka Lil Painting, your fairy godmother. Okay, alrighty, let's get into it. I usually have a long intro, but for this reading in particular, we're getting just right into it, okay? All information to book is down below, or any contact information to follow me on my socials down below. Okay, so we have the Two of Cups. So this seems to be a relationship. This could either be with a partner, a friend, a family member, a coworker, a boss, a client. So we have the Seven of Wands. This is just general energy at first, and then we're going to get into this situation more deeper. We have the Tower and the Hermit. So what looks like occurred is something that has been brewing for a long time. I am getting a sense that this is more so of a personal issue than a relationship issue. And I know you might not want to hear that, but what's been brewing for a long time is more so your ability to stand up for yourself and see your value, okay? I'm seeing that this person played with your heart, okay? And they aren't giving you confirmation. They aren't giving you what you need here, okay? They may be very closed off. So what is Spirit's advice for your current situation? Ooh, yes, the Six of Wands. Recognition, like popularity, success, victory, like seeing yourself in this high light, okay? Confidence, the Queen of Swords, being able to speak up for yourself and know what's not worth it. The Five of Pentacles. Someone who's in the Five of Pentacles doesn't really know their value, okay? It's like slave mindset, okay? Struggle mindset, okay? So you're about to set yourself free, okay? You're about to set yourself free. The future of this connection, we have the Three of Cups, Two of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, and the Chariot. It seems as though that you are going to get what you need and you're going to go. The future is sort of uncertain, but what I am picking up here is that there was a lot of distractions while you were in this connection. So that could have been a lot of events, a lot of third-party energy. That could have been family involvement, drama. There was a lot of drama, okay, around surrounding this situation, a lot of uncertainty, a lot of chaos. And since you're taking your power back, with the Chariot, like you're moving forward. So I'm not really understanding or getting from your spirit team any clear like yes or no about this future, but what I am getting is that you are pouring into yourself, okay? And that's the most important thing. That is the most important thing that your spirit team wants you to look at. Yeah, it's very uncertain here with the moon. The moon talks about uncertainty. So you're going to come out stronger from this situation. You're going to come out with a lesson, okay? The Six of Pentacles, you're going to be able to talk about what you went through. Now, this can also be a pattern that you're breaking. But this is what your spirit team wants you to do. Your spirit team wants you to break this pattern. 10 of Pentacles. This is a breaking point. Like, literally what I'm getting is a culmination of energy where this situation has occurred to you multiple times. And yeah, it's like your spirit team is like, come on now. Like, are you going to let this person play in your face? Or are you going to know your worth? 10 of Pentacles. That's the wealthiest card in the deck. And I'm telling you, when you snap, like, you're literally going to realize how actually valuable you are and how strong you are. Okay? 10 of Pentacles. You are being called to work on a project. And that project is you. That project is you. So maybe you're used to working on projects, and this time this project is you. You're going to be the architect of you, and you're going to give yourself everything you need and everything you deserve. The Four of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and the Empress, okay? You are literally about to be living the soft life, okay? This is advice on your current situation, okay? There was a lot of chaos with this King of Wands. Whoever you were dealing with, where it could be a masculine or a feminine, take it how it resonates, but they were in this masculine, like lustful or just very greedy energy, okay? And they were emotionally manipulative. Wow, very, very, they kind of wanted to strong arm you in a way. This person could have also been dabbling in magic or just like psychology as well, because psychology is also the understanding of frequency and like communication, which is a form of magic. So they could have read a lot of psychological books that you don't know about, and they were using what they learned in a negative way to create chaos and conflict. I am getting sort of an energy vampire vibe from this. They did want to entrap you in a way. Okay, send them healing energy. Okay, but you are coming out of this situation strong and free. Okay, strong and free. Like I said, the future is uncertain with this person, so I don't know if that means that this person is going to heal or what, but really, if they do, they have to meet you where you're at. Yeah, justice. They have to meet you where you're at. So that's why your spirit team doesn't really have an answer for you as to where this relationship is going, because whatever this is, they have to meet you where you're at. So maybe if this is a job situation, like you're giving your job an ultimatum, like, hey, look, like, if you don't pay me this amount of money that I know I'm worth, then I'm going to find another job. So that's literally a perfect example. So they have to meet you at where your worth is, period. You're standing on big business, okay? You're standing on big business. And if this is a relationship, then, you know, you're saying, hey, look, I'm going to take a break and I'm going to, you know, take some time to myself. I feel like I've been unfairly treated. And, you know, if you want this to work, then you need to work on yourself. And I need to see serious changes. Period, point blank. So that's what I'm getting here. Yeah, we have the Six of Cups and the Five of Swords. You're getting your innocence out of a very sticky situation. I'm getting that the person that was manipulating you, whoever this was in this Two of Cups, this partner, this friend, this coworker, this boss, whoever, they had a lot of residual energy. Five of Cups. They had a lot of residual energy. That means like residue, like things that were like on them from even past lives, I'm hearing, but other relationships. And they kind of just thought that, you know, you were the same like other people. And they were also in a cycle. Like they were used to just operating the way that they were operating. And I'm also getting that they kind of lost hope in the world. Yeah. And then you, the Page of Swords, like really like broke that shit down. Okay, you broke that shit down. The 10 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, it's like all of these like swords are getting removed out of their back just by knowing you. Okay, like this was a very divine connection. The Two of Cups speaks of that, like something that was meant to happen, whether it's meant to last or not, but it was definitely meant to be in your path so you both can learn. And this person is learning that there is faith that is true and real, like God is really real, and that they're not alone, and that there's really truly strong people in this world with the Strength card. Okay, people who are not strong in their bravado, but strong in their spirit. Now you could have bravado, of course, that's beautiful, that's strong, that's gorgeous, that's magnetic, but people can have that and not actually be a strong person. Okay, but you are actually a strong person because you were tested in this relationship and you always came out like with integrity. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. Integrity. 9 of Cups. Yeah, like you always stood on what you said you were about. Okay, and you show this person that, wow, you're actually what they want. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're turning a villain into a hero. Like, they wanted to be a hero, but I don't know, something in their childhood kind of broke their dreams. Yeah, the 9 of Cups, Ace of Wands, like in the Magician, it made them feel like they needed to manipulate to get what they wanted. But you're showing them that, like, no, like there's like you can be rewarded for honesty, and that reward will definitely come to you. Like, maybe you don't have the reward right now, but just by being you is already the reward. Like, they're seeing the importance of integrity, like actually how attractive integrity was. This could have been a person who looked down upon people who stuck to the rules. Okay, they could have called them a square. This could have been someone who also was into like corrupt activities, or like something about them wasn't all the way straight. Okay, they had a lot of secrets. We have the Ace of Swords, the King of Swords. They're in this energy of like, I want to like come clean. I want to live a straight life. Okay, this could have been somebody who served time, or just like is literally just a little bit sketchy. Okay. The Page of Wands, and they are embracing their freedom, their creativity. Like, they see that like the freedom that they thought that they were getting from being sketchy is not true freedom, because they see the freedom that they were chasing is actually the freedom that you have, which is the ability to be creative, to be quirky, to be unique, to be yourself. And they're realizing that like you're literally an inspiration to them. They want to be like you. They really like, yeah, expect some communication. That's what I'm saying. Like, the future is kind of uncertain with this person, but it is kind of looking bright. Yeah, the Queen of Cups, it is kind of looking bright, so just keep that in mind. Okay. But the most important thing, like I said, is that you take the time to truly like celebrate yourself. You have came so fucking far. We have the 9 of Wands, we have the 3 of Cups. Like, Spirit wants to celebrate you. You're this wounded warrior who has went through a lot. Like, Spirit, if not, like, it's time for you to write and like get this life story out like on paper, so you can really see, or maybe start going to therapy so you can talk to somebody in confidence who is there and trained to assist you in unpacking your life and truly recognizing how far you have come and how strong of a person you are. The 9 of Pentacles. We're gonna end this reading at that, my lovely baddie. Okay, you are such a baddie. 9 of Pentacles. Okay, you are efficient, abundant, luxurious, self-sufficient. Okay, and everything is falling into place. I'm hearing everything is manifesting for you. The wheels have turned. You have closed a major cycle of poverty, conflict, drama, chaos, and you learned the lessons you needed to. You stood your ground, and now it's time. It's time for you to spread your wings And whoever this person is, if they're truly meant for you, they will rise because they don't want to lose you, okay? And you will know that this person has truly changed, okay, by first of all apologizing to you, sincerely apologizing, and second, like true changes in their behavior. I'm also hearing to keep your standards high. Like, do not settle, okay? Do not settle. Say what you want. Say what you mean. Say, what's been bothering you the whole time. Do not hold back. Because if you do choose to go into the cycle with this person again, it will be a new cycle. It'll be, a new beginning. And it's critical for you to be honest, because I don't think you were showing up honest before. You had integrity, yes, but that integrity is more so associated with morals and values. But now this is like, no, this is more than morals and values. This is desire. This is pleasure. This is luxury. Okay, this is what I want. Okay, not what I need, but this is what I want. So you're going to get everything you want in this next chapter. Okay, so that's what you need to know about your current situation. If you would like to book a personal reading, all information is down below in my description box. Okay, and yeah, feel free to stream my music and follow me on my social platforms and all that jazz, okay? Baby, remember that the stars shine bright, okay? So never, never, never let them dim your lights. Bye. Soul story number 2. Welcome to your reading, okay? If you are new here, welcome back to my returning subbies, okay? My fellow fairies, my fellow spiritual gangsters, who are just people who take very good care of what God has given us via the divine feminine spirit, okay? I am indeed Siani, and this is indeed my world as much as it is yours, okay? I also go by Little Painting, your fairy godmother, okay? All booking information is down below. So let's get into the video. Okay, what is the current situation in your life? Oh, okay. Soul story number 2. So, I'm seeing you currently coming out of a lot of lack of support. I'm hearing mentally, physically, a lot of people coming against you. Ace of Swords. You got to a point where you had to pick up your own sword and say, you know what? I'm not going to allow life to beat me down. Like, I really don't care what anybody else thinks, but I'm about to live this life for me. And what's interesting is in this picture, it has like an eye. Do you see it? It looks like an eye in the middle of the crystal ball. So it's like, you're realizing like, you're a person. You're allowed to have your own identity. And in fact, you do have your own identity. It's rightfully yours. So you picked up this sword out of the 5 of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Swords talks about conflict. 5 of Pentacles talks about financial loss, poverty, okay? And you picked up your sword with the Ace of Swords. You became the King of Swords, or are becoming the King of Swords. Wow, I just saw a butterfly. I never noticed that there was a butterfly on top of the King of Swords until right now. So you're definitely currently transforming, okay, into the King of Swords. And then the Page of Wands, like, you are taking back your teenager-like energy. You're getting out of this heartbreak. Somebody must have really, like, broke your heart recently. I don't know, or you saw, like, the truth of humanity, something about that. This could have been related to institutions. We see here the 7 of Pentacles and the 2 of Swords. So you're literally like, at this point in time right now, you have broken out of your chrysalis. Okay, a chrysalis is that thing that the butterfly, like their old skin that held them together while they were transforming. You broke out of that and you're literally looking at it and it's like, wow, that was my old self. I'm literally a whole new creation. Like, there's so much opportunity. Like, you're very optimistic about life right now. Like, something about life right now is very magical. You might just be getting into like esoteric knowledge, magic, like all that stuff, like the laws of the universe, the truth. Okay, you may like, this may be like your awakening moment. Okay, yeah, with the Ace of Cups, you're learning the concepts of reality. King of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, and the Moon. You are so excited for this new life. Like, you know that like, I'm getting this inner dialogue of like you looking in the mirror or you talking to yourself and being like, oh my God, like, if it's really true that I don't have to listen to so-and-so and so-and-so, who, mind you, is telling you how to live their life but has issues still, right? They're not perfect, right? They don't got everything figured out, right? Anyway, they're trying to tell you how to live your life, control you, make you feel shamed about your body, I'm getting a lot of body shame in this reading, okay? Now, of course, that's not for everybody, but I am picking that up for who it is meant for, okay? With those little specific downloads, they're not always for everybody. You have to use your discernment, of course. But even if it's not, it's still something that's coming through. Like, it could be your style if it's not your physical body. Something about you, the way you present in the world, that people try to shame you about. And you're taking all that shit back and you're saying, you know what, I actually love myself. And I know that there's people that love me for exactly who I am. Okay? And if I want to change something about myself because I choose to change it, because I have the right to evolve, then I'm going to do so because I want to. Okay, King of Wands, period. It's like you're literally living from your soul now. And I'm hearing everything was meant to unfold the way it was. It's like a great unfolding. I'm hearing it's a great unfolding. You may be connected to a very powerfully spiritual family. I'm also picking up. Yeah, the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Wands. And I'm getting that they were trying to groom you, okay, and energy harvest off of you. Now, this may be hard to hear, but that is what I'm getting. Like, they would offer you like breadcrumbs of love and use that as a manipulation tactic. So they would give you something, then take it away, give you something, then take it away, so that you could become dependent and think that there's something wrong with you, okay? So that they could be this dictator in your life and control your life and feel some sense of, like, there's people that get off of, like, they get something off of being in control, okay, of other people. They get like a power trip, okay? But there is something spiritual about this. Wow, the Magician. Yeah, so if you probably already have an inkling that, like, you have some family members that dabble into the dark arts, and you probably have family that dabble in like the light arts, you know what I mean? The healing, the manifestation of positive vibration and bringing heaven down on earth. And you've noticed that like, if this is your pile, then your family for sure, like, are religious, are spiritual. You have an overwhelming amount of family members that are into spirituality for sure. And if that doesn't resonate, this is probably not your pile, okay? So we have the Knight of Swords. This is something about this is like soul-wrenchingly true. Like, it's like I'm getting like twists in your stomach because you're like, oh my God, I always knew. And this is making you thirsty for more knowledge. This is making you thirsty to go within more, to be more mysterious even. There might be somebody in your family who has done this before you that you are inspired by. And sometimes you may even be creeped out by the accuracy, but it's like, you know that this is the truth and this is the path. Okay, this is the truth and this is the path. Because now you have an unremarkable level of clarity. You have an unremarkable level of clarity. Like, you're seeing everything and everyone for who they truly are, and what their true intentions were, and how they all played a certain role in your life to bring you to this moment to awaken. Okay. Soul story number 2. You are literally having an awakening. The Hanged Man, that talks about new perspectives. So your soul is rising within you. The 10 of Cups, you're feeling really, really happy about this. You're feeling protected. You're feeling whole. You're feeling empowered. Ooh, I love this for you, soul story number 2. Okay, so what is the advice? The Hierophant and the 5 of Cups. So your advice from your spirit team is to grieve. Allow yourself to go through the ups and downs, to go through the feelings, okay? Write it out, scream it out, cry it out, whatever it is you need to do. But now you can see. You can see into the spirit realm from a way that is really grounded and really true, okay? I am getting that you have always had these gifts. Yeah, the Fool on the bottom of the deck. You've always had these gifts, but you didn't really trust it and you didn't really know what it was, okay? But you are somebody who is naturally very psychic, okay? You are somebody who is powerful. You are magnetic. You do manifest things quickly. You can get whatever you want. You're one of these people, okay? And you're here for the light, okay? You're here for the light. Yeah, 9 of Cups, the Queen of Cups. You're somebody who is now ready to hold your gift, okay? Before, there was some things you just needed to learn, and that's all right. So don't ever regret the decisions you've ever made, because everything serves to awaken us, to align us, okay? And don't ever think that somebody can step out of line, because you have a lot of protection and all roads lead to Rome. So you will always get to your dream destination. You will always get there. Don't you worry, okay? Because you may be like, oh my God, but I wasted so much time though, thinking that way, being that way. No, baby. You have so much ahead of you. Look at this. The 9 of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the World. You have so much ahead of you. Like, you haven't even lived your best days yet, okay? And thank God I'm hearing trigger warning that, I am picking up some, suicidal energy. So 2 of Cups, Spirit always sent somebody or intervened anytime you really started going that way, to redirect you back into faith, into purpose, into passion. Yeah. They tried to bury you, but they didn't know that you were a seed. Okay, bitch? So period. The fuck? Because I'm getting that you didn't even really want to, like, end your life or nothing, but it was just, like, so much. You literally were surrounded by chaos, trickery. You were surrounded by thieves, the 7 of Swords. Okay? And it was confusing. Okay? So be gentle on yourself. You're navigating and you're doing fantastic, okay? So your spirit team is literally just saying, like, allow yourself to go through the emotions and to navigate freely, okay? And really breathe in and breathe out and know that you're exactly where you're meant to be, okay? So peace, love, and light. If you would like to book a personal reading, all information is down below. Okay. And remember, baby, the stars shine bright. Okay. So never, never, never dim your light. Bye. Soul story number 3. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, welcome back to my returning subbies. Okay, my fellow fairies, my fellow spiritual gangsters. Okay, who are just people who take care of what God has given us via the divine feminine spirits. I am indeed Tiani, and this is indeed my world as much as it is yours. Okay. I'm also known as Lil Painting, your fairy godmother. Okay, all booking information is down below. I am an artist and healer. I don't know if I mentioned that already, but yeah. Okay, let's get into your reading. Soul story number 3. So, bitch, okay, the current advice on your current situation is that you are doing the damn thing. Okay, and to continue doing the damn thing. Okay, it's so funny because your picture, it's like you're in the lab, like you're doing the work, you're reading, you may be in school studying, I don't know what you're doing, but you're doing it. Okay, you're doing it, you're doing it, like you're locked in, you're literally locked in. Okay, you're literally locked in, yep, into your studies and everything. So we have the Sun, which talks about joy. It's the happiest card in the deck. We have the Magician, okay? You're really in the flow of this, okay? Then we have the 5 of Wands, which talks about ego battles, okay? So you may have some people who want to cause conflict around you, but I'm getting that you really don't give a fuck. You're minding your business, okay? We have the 4 of Pentacles. You are minding your business. You're holding on to what's yours, and you're moving forward with the 8 of Wands, okay? Fast communication. You are releasing and receiving information at a high rate, okay? And you're doing it in a really good balance, a really good flow. And that's what's allowing like this frequency to really pick up, okay? But I'm really getting also that you're locked in, and that's helping this frequency as well. Like you're protected, you're put, like you're you know when somebody says stay put, like stay in one place, you're in one place and you're protected, and everything is coming to you. Resources are coming to you. Support is coming to you. We have the 8 of Swords and the Hierophant. With the 8 of Swords, usually it talks about like being mentally trapped or something, feeling like a victim. But what I'm getting here, specifically in this context, is that you're locked in. You're literally locked in on your goals, your purpose, your passion. With the Hierophant, your studies, your higher education, traditions. You're creating new traditions for yourself. You're rebranding, remarketing, and you're maneuvering, okay? You're maneuvering. And you're doing this all energetically. The Empress, period. You're not even doing much physically. Like, yes, you feel me? You're putting in work to do whatever it is you need to do. But really, the transformation is happening energetically. The Empress. The 10 of Cups. More emotion here. Yeah, you're right now really living it up, okay? Whether you know it or not, your soul is very happy right now. So, yeah, that's what I have for you. Now as for advice, let's see, advice for this Empress. Okay, the Hanged Man, the 5 of Cups. You may resonate with soul story number 2. And then we have the 8 of Swords again. So your advice for your current situation is to make sure that you are taking time to reflect. And you're staying put. Something very significant about you staying put where you're at. And really continuing to lock in. But while you're locking in, it's like you're cleansing the energy. Something about that. So it reminds me of meditation. Like you can be in one spot, but do so much within. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm getting here. Like there's a cleansing within. even in your space, in your home, reorganizing. That's what I'm getting here as your advice. Okay, cleansing. Allowing yourself to align with these new perspectives, these new ideas, this new information that you are receiving from your studies or from these downloads that spirit is giving you. Okay, but I am getting a heavy study vibe from this pile. So if that doesn't resonate, this may not be the pile for you. Okay, but once again, just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay, and we have the Six of Wands and the King of Cups. So spirit wants you to be very secure with your intuition. Yes, the Eight of Swords and the Eight of Cups. Like, if you feel like you should stop doing something and do something else, do it. And if you want to mix that up every day, do it. And I'm picking up that may really be the case for a lot of y'all. Is like each day is gonna look different. It's giving me like each day is really flexible. You have a flexible schedule, and this is really helping you become very strong and very focused and very attuned with your passions and your desires. Okay, and this is gonna serve you in the future. Something about it, yes. We have the Nine of Swords in reverse, Strength, and the King of Pentacles. So you're getting out of this anxiety with the Nine of Swords in reverse, and you're able to stand in your passion, your strength, okay, and create a successful business, a successful endeavor, okay, with the King of Pentacles. You are getting better at your skills currently, okay? So yeah, your advice from spirit is to literally stay put and continue to cleanse, move the energy around, maybe even exercise, because you are receiving a lot of information and giving out a lot of information, or using that information in your skills and creating and crafting. I'm getting heavy creative or heavy like scholarly energy from this pile, okay? But yeah, you are really protected in this pursuit, in this time. You're protected in general, but specifically during this time, this is a very divine time that you could even tell like it was orchestrated by God for you to really get this done. Like, there's probably a specific project that you're working on that spirit is like really helping you with, and you are seeing how you're being divinely assisted and how things are happening for you in beautiful ways. Like, doors are just opening one after another, you know? So yes, soul story number 3. Expect a lot of financial blessings. You have a lot of options. 3 of Wands, the 7 of Pentacles. You have a lot of options. You're sitting in a high place right now. You may even be like in an elevated place wherever you're at, like geographically. Okay, you may be on a mountain. Yeah, talking about that, the 6 of Wands, and that depicts somebody who's on a horse. And it is very particular to the meaning of the card, because it means success. Like, the person is riding through town on a horse, coming back from some sort of like battle, okay, and people are congratulating them. So I'm getting that people are seeing you in this light, okay? People are seeing you as a master manifester, and that your life is really dreamy. Like, you have the coolest life ever, I'm hearing. And yeah, spirit wants you to continue to be serious about yourself, your life, your dreams. We have the Wheel of Fortune, the Fool, the Queen of Swords, the Ace of Wands. Continue manifesting, continue doing your thing, because you're doing it, baby, and you're doing it very well. Okay, you're doing it very well. So continue doing that thing, continue locking in and believing in yourself, because I'm telling you, you are about to break through. And when you break through, it's like you're gonna be so well equipped, you're gonna be so stable within yourself, so knowledgeable. It's really cool, y'all. So yeah, oh my gosh. I love that these are like the readings that are coming through. Like, I just love that. Because yes, soul story number 3. Okay, you're part of my soul tribe. And I just love this for us, okay? I literally do. The star, period. You are on your way to being the best in your field, okay? You are an innovator. And Spirit wants you to continue on this path. Period. So yeah, okay, baby, the stars shine bright and never, never, never dim your lights. Okay? Continue being you. Bye.